2nd and 7 now from the 28.
As long as you don't hike the ball when he's right in between a guard or a tackle, it's not a motion glitch. The motion glitch is whenever you motion somebody, you hike the ball while they're still behind the line of scrimmage, and then that receiver picks up a linebacker and opens that lane.
Good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production. But I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
60 Pittsburgh. Bang, 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 bang. Ready?
They'll run on first down. McKinley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Washington. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
That's taken on the 25. And shoving his way inside the 35. Well, nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
Yeah, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's taken in at the 9. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
On second down now, Pearson, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Herbert. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Yeah, you develop it.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
To throw on 2nd down. Washington going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards the pickup there.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Washington. Open man is Kirk, complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Mike 91. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. From the gun on 3rd down, Washington. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I won't wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there, as well as agility plays. They just have not found a way to block him consistently.
Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The safeties were well back there, and he had a lot of room. Were they in the cover too?
Yeah, they were, and the safeties were back. You know, usually they're 12 to 15 yards off the line of scrimmage, somewhere around the hash mark for each of them. But what also happens if the linebackers dive into the line, if you block them initially, that blocker can come off of them and get up to the safeties on the second level. And now you've got a big place to run the football.
On second down, Copeland. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up fourth.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on third down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. On third down, Pearson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And his guys have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. With them losing here in the second quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route. And
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves, because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you don't have anything else to worry about.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, overall, is it?
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout.
I thought they took out that because X-Factor lineman. I thought they took that out because it wasn't, you can't get X-Factor.
Herbert. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
60 out long. 58 right there. We ain't giving up nothing now.
On 1st down, Pearson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Leo.
On 3rd down, Pearson. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. 2nd and 6. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I give you the information, bro.
On second down now, Jefferson. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought
down
at the 24.
Well, it's tough time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jefferson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight?
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 9-yard touchdown.
I don't know if you noticed when you scout people, bro, especially in that real roster. I've had some players move up on the scout board that I ain't scouting.
The only way to get there, start small,
and I marked them motherfuckers.
And worry about getting the next one after that.
Because one dude was about, I'm deep in the draft now. You know how I get later the season go. This dude that I was looking at was in the 5th round, moved up to the 3rd round.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Washington. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run on first down. Jefferson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
7 yards there and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll keep it on the ground. McKinley, and I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
That's how it is
as we get set for the 4th quarter.
That's why, like, that first season we did
Looking to throw.
So I ain't worried about it because that second season
quickly
was better.
here, and that's complete.
Because I had too many hidden traits out there.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And they start showing
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Washington. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on now, let's go.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
Yeah, they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let-up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And it looks like Steeler football. It is!
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
So we got man. Ready to go.
Throwing again. Washington. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Washington. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. A lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly. In the second half, they've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Is it boat action?
Off play action. Herbert. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. It's Townsend. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, Pearson. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Pearson. But he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Pearson, and he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So now the Steelers down 17-14. At time, a huge factor. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Well, we saw a close game that kept...
My next question. They just running the same one. Spam that same one.
Power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Double zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is on
breakout.
Finish them. Mess around me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue one, but I got a
oh shit. Marquise Brown wanna be an X Factor. Yeah, I'm about to get that shit. And who I play? The Giants.
Sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designing sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't true. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank.
Let's go as the journey continues.
All right, gentlemen, we've made way too many mistakes this week, okay? Football's a simple game, but you keep making these silly mistakes.
What stutter step? Oh, I know what it is. When you get the ball, if you tap L2 and then hit R2 in a direction, he'll kind of like stutter and take off real fast in that direction. Cause I just did the skill train on that shit.
All right, this is for all the marbles. This is for gold.
Hey, man, that was great. I mean, you had a great day today. The game is really starting to slow down for you, isn't it? I can't wait to see what you're going to do on Sunday. Good job.
Up 100 meals a week after, down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one, made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't turn off. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the lead dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up.
Okay, I almost forgot. I'm like, I said almost. I'm sitting here like, man, I know I got a breakout. Ah, damn, I'm broadcasting this game with the